Wild Week 3 in the Ultimate Frisbee Association continues tonight here in Durham, North Carolina. The interdivisional rivalry here in the Mid-Atlantic reunites. It's the DC Breeze at 1-1. The Carolina Flyers officially 0-0. They had their first game last week suspended against Atlanta. So Carolina looks for its first win of the season today against one of their old nemesis from DC. It's a overcast but relatively wind-free Saturday here in Durham. Welcome, everybody. Evan Lepler alongside the legendary Lindsay Sue. DC with a pair of one-goal games to start their season as Jurek sends it to the end zone. Monroe runs it down. Fairfax chased by Fred Farah. Fairfax shooting it again. Rutledge Smith near the back of the end zone denied. Started with Minnesota like Cole Jurek, and now here in DC. Boxley up the line. Nissen is open, and he's all alone with the disc in the end zone for the DC break. We still know the players on this team that are new, just from familiarity, college. Mitchell going crossfield, testing Luke Rafis, and what a catch in the end zone! Incredible stuff from Grayson Sanner, skying for the score.
That is the type of play that you will see Grayson Sanner make. It's kind of hard to believe because he's not the tallest.
Michael Avila specifically mentioned Bloodworth as a guy that they're excited to have on the field tonight, and you can see why. Interesting choice for Carolina here. Do you score quickly or do you try to take the time off the clock? You will receive if you're Carolina to start the second quarter, and they're not trying to milk the clock at all. Fairfax slips it through to Smith. First break of the night for Carolina. Back to Norbaum with 9. Big gainer to Jurek. Going cross-field, and it will get over Mataraju, and Boxley corrals it with 1 second left.
DC certainly glad to get a veteran player like Boxley back who can make those catches.
Carolina did win in the South Division title game on the road last year, but I'm sure they'd much prefer to host it this year if they can. Tyler Monroe, high release backhand into the end zone for Jurek. Angle back to Merriman, who rips a monster backhand, but his cutter wasn't going. Sanner has position, and it looked like the DC defender, Isaac Lee, was almost like he was making all count, not getting too high, as Carolina keeps the disc moving. Hammer, Sanner, got it.
Laviolette a little tired of the chaos that was happening.
Fairfax feeding Sanner underneath. Laviolette slipped and he makes the catch anyway. As he was trying to get up, he realized the throw was coming his way. And then he launches deep. Terrence Mitchell. And it's Fairfax flying in, and the bodies tumble like bowling pins, and the pass is incomplete. Whoa.
That was an absolutely stunning grab by.
And I'm not sure how you stop this. Boxley with a goal for the Breeze. The Breeze 3 of 5 on break chances. Pretty cleanly played first half, but right on cue. It's a layout block for Drew Swanson and a Carolina break as Olchesi dishes to Lynch. 9-8, Flyers back within 1. Carolina trying to hang in this game, down 3 late in the third. McDonald with a big forehand fake, and then puts it on a platter for Nissen, who launches deep for Boxley. Christian Boxley elevates and brings it in shy of the goal line and connects with Monroe to punctuate the point. Fairfax coming underneath. And now he'll take another shot. Sanner chased by Rafis, and Sanner skies again. He's in the end zone for the Flyers. I'll see your Christian Boxley. Down to the triangle. They'll head back tonight, and they're just about 8 minutes away from heading home with a win. Kevin Healy has had an interesting start to the season for the Breeze. He played all 0 points against Philly in week 1. Big bid from Farah. He's a big dude, and to pop back up as quickly as he did was impressive. Now deep shot, Fairfax, end zone, got it. Was expecting some fireworks there with Merriman trailing, but the throw was perfect. DC has 6 turnovers as a team. Nissen sending it for Norbaum, and he can't come up with it. John Wellers on Christian Boxley downfield. Trevor Lynch trying to stay with Nissen, but it's a perfect throw up the line, and into the end zone goes Boxley.
Nissen is so slippery in those situations. He can get
The defending champs and their old buddy, the Callahan winner from last year, Justin Burnett, who's making his debut for the Wind Chill tonight as they cruise in Indy. That's a nicely floated hammer. Fairfax to Laviolette. 4:40 from McDonald, yikes. Crossfield scuba requires a layout from Roy. I swear I wasn't calling McDonald steady, trying to get a turnover out of him, but that's what it kind of felt like there as he nearly dropped it and then threw a precocious pass. We've seen crazier things, but not much crazier. Grayson Sanner accelerating into the end zone. Breeze then head to Toronto and Montreal, back-to-back games at the end of the month before 2 games with New York. But DC has come to Carolina and taken an impressive early season victory. Final score, Breeze 20, Flyers 18. As DC improves to 2-1 and Carolina comes up short and falls to 0-1, losing the first game.